Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is August 27th, which means it is day 27 of the hashtag SSSVEDA challenge. And I do appreciate you coming back here. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, well, thank you so much for watching more videos. Don't forget, you can go down and subscribe down there if you haven't already done so. Now, today is a really nice day, so I've been kind of working out on the patio. Summer's getting close to being over, so I thought I'd try to take advantage as much as I can to be outside and just enjoy the rest of my summer, even though I've got to work. So I've been busy working away on my computer. For that being said, I do apologize if you hear any noise. There's traffic going by, but once again, I just want to enjoy the summer. I want to make sure I get a little bit of it while I can. So today I thought for the video I would do a bit of a book review. Now, I just finished reading a book from Grant Cardone called The 10X Rule. Now, this book has been kind of blowing up, especially in the real estate scene. I'm hearing a lot of realtors talking about it. I've seen a lot of other businesses, they've been kind of ranting about this book. Everyone's 10X, 10X. So I said, okay, I guess I better get the book, read it, and find out what all the hype is about. And I'm glad I did. You know, I took a lot out of this book. There's a lot of stuff that I'm already starting to apply into my own business and my own life. And so I thought what I would do is I would showcase 5 of the top things that I took from the 10X rule. Number 1, success is your duty. Now, this was an interesting chapter because he basically says that it is your duty to become successful, and this goes for anyone in life, because regardless of who you are and what your scenario is, as a human being, it's our responsibility to make sure we're successful in any way possible. Now, success is defined for everyone differently, in my opinion, but he basically says that success is your duty, obligation, and your responsibility. And especially if you're someone who has people who rely on you, kids, family, wife, parents, anyone who relies any which way on you, it's your responsibility to make sure you do everything you can to be successful in life. Now, once again, keep in mind, success is up to what you believe success to be. So it's your responsibility to go out and get that level of success for you. Number 2. 10X goals. Now, this one I've been kind of working on myself, doing what I call stretch goals. So goals that are going to stretch me past what I think I'm capable of doing. So the 10X rule or 10X goals basically says that people are not setting their goals high enough. It's not motivating them enough to go for those goals, so a lot of people are actually giving up on those goals, or they're setting it too low that when they hit those goals, they just stop what they're doing because they've already hit their goal. So the 10X goals basically says to take your goals and 10 times them. Go as far as you can, because at the end of the day, if you think you can hit this level but you make your goals for this level, what's not to say you hit over here, right? You're expanding what you think is even possible. So I've already been doing this based on what my coach has been forcing our team to do, take our goals and expand upon them. So when I set my business plan this year, I took what I had done last year and I tripled it. You know, most people are doubling. I tripled what my stretch goal is, thinking that even if I don't get to my stretch goal fully, if I land somewhere in between what I thought I could do and what my stretch goal is, I will have more than superseded what I've done in the previous years. In which case, I've already sold more houses than I had last year by a decent margin already, and the year's not even done. So it's definitely working for me to set those goals higher and really work towards achieving them. Number 3. 4 degrees of action. Now, this was an interesting one. He says there's basically 4 degrees of action that people take in any sort of scenario, whether it's for their business, whether it's in a fight or flight mode, whether it's just in general when something comes their way. So the first one is that people do nothing. So if something happens, they just don't do anything. It's not worth it. They're not going to go for it. They're not taking care of it. Second thing people do when they're confronted with stuff is sometimes they retreat, right? So they actually, not only do they just do nothing, they actually go the opposite direction, which is not good for anything if you're not willing to confront whatever the problem is head on. The third one is that people take normal levels of action. So they do the bare minimum just to get the situation dealt with. And of course, the fourth one is to take massive action. Take whatever your problem is, take it head on, and just really throw everything you got at it. So it either takes that problem and you come up with a solution way high above, or whatever the problem might be, you maybe make more sales or whatever it is. So the 4th degree says if you're operating in the first 2, obviously you're not going to be successful at all. If you're operating in the third level, you might get some level of success, but it's not going to be massive level of success. And so you got to operate in the 4th, which is to always take massive action towards anything. Number 4, competition is for sissies. Now, this is an interesting one because Well, I'm kind of competitive, especially around our team. I like to keep it as a friendly competition because at the end of the day, if I compete against my team, it's only going to elevate me to be motivated to want to do better. But at the same time, I hope that I can motivate them to keep the competition. But in the 10x rule, he talks about how if you're thinking in terms of competition and your competition is maybe not as high as you, you're going to be operating at levels to stay competing with them. Whereas if you think that it's no competition, you want to dominate the market, well then you're going to do everything you can to stay on top and stay well above your competition. So his thought process is competition is for sissies, you want to dominate the market. Number 5, omnipresence. So this is the concept of being everywhere. No matter what people are doing, they're always seeing you in some form, shape, or another. Now, social media is great for omnipresence. You've got multiple different platforms that you can be posting on, and you can, if you post in the right context for each one, you can build an audience in all of those different categories. But it's also being just everywhere, so people are always seeing you, seeing what you're doing, seeing your face. So this one's an important one, especially for a marketer. As a realtor especially, that's what we do, is we market and we need more business coming in. We should be omnipresent, making sure that we're always in the forefront, make sure people are always seeing us, because who are they going to think of first? Of course, it's going to be you if you're in that position where they always see you. Alright guys, so that wraps up the 5 things that I've taken away from this book. The 10x Rule by Grant Cardone. If you haven't already done so, pick up a copy of this book. I'm going to post a link in the description below for you to be able to go and buy a copy. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be incorporating a lot of the stuff I've learned in this book into my daily life. So thank you, Grant Cardone, for writing such an awesome book. And that's it for me today. This was once again day 27 for the hashtag SSSVEDA challenge. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like. Throw some comments below. What are some books that you guys have been very influenced by in the last little while that I could be reading to help grow myself? Because at the end of the day, I'm very big on growth and learning and things like that. I actually did a video recently about why you should always be learning and never stop learning. And don't forget, if you haven't already done so, click the button right here for you to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you tomorrow.